From the Shack podcast is sponsored by Thermapen. Designed for chefs and loved by home cooks worldwide, Thermapen ensures perfectly cooked food every single time. With its unrivaled speed and accuracy, sleek waterproof design, and a 5-year guarantee, Thermapen is certified to perfect every roast, bake, barbecue and steak. Myself and Dec highly recommend Thermapen as it's the only food thermometer that we use at home as well as when we're cooking at our pop-ups. So cook to temp and not time and enjoy the episode. Ready?
Yeah.
Hello all. How's it going, everybody? Episode.
Is it 15?
15. Welcome to episode 15. I'm Steve. This is Dec from the Shack podcast. It's a bit of we're a bit flustered at the minute.
Yeah.
I've got dirty hands. I've come straight from work to Dec's new office here in Oxford. Beautiful, very very nice. Sunny outside.
Yeah.
Kind of bit grey.
It's getting there. It's a bit of a refurbishment going on, but I mean it's not bad. It's looking all right.
This is probably easier for me to meet you here.
Is it? I mean,
Then even Sale.
Yeah, it makes no odds to me. I can work out where that.
Yeah, you know, because I'm in Cheshire, not Manchester.
But that's debatable.
But yeah, this is episode 15. We are going to be talking about the usual stuff, which is what we've been cooking, which I've not been doing. Well, I have been cooking a lot, but not at home.
I've just sort of like...
You've been smashing it.
Yeah.
And that probably segues well into another thing that we'll probably touch on is you've been cooking a lot on your new Monolith.
I have, mate.
So we'll talk
Team M.
Team M. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We've got a little topic talking about AI images all over social media.
Seen it quite a lot.
All over. I've been seeing it for the past probably 12 months, but it's getting increasingly popular.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. We've got the UK Barbecue Week, which we're going to be touching on. Is that our main topic?
I think so, yeah. I mean,
because we can go through each day what they've put.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to give everyone a bit of inspo.
Yeah, and I think if you're not aware of what UK Barbecue Week is, it'll be good for us to cover it and talk about it. And it is just a bit of fun, really, but it gets people involved.
Gets people involved, gets people cooking.
Gives people ideas as well.
Been talking to a few people that have been listening to the pod. It's actually been getting them cooking more.
That's good.
Yeah, which is what we're trying to do.
It's kind of what we're doing, yeah. It's the reason we did it, to bring people together and get you cooking. And we'll be mentioning the British Open Freestyle Barbecue Championship, is it?
You went with?
We'll talk about it because we are at a different festival on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Because it's Fume, isn't it?
Yeah. But there is two of them, though.
Yeah, but I think it's only at one of them, if I'm not mistaken. But we spoke. We'll talk more about that in the pod. Yeah. So should we dive in?
Yes.
I'm going to let you start with what you've been cooking because mine is very brief.
I've just remembered that I have got a load of brisket in the fridge.
Here?
So I might have to nip off in a minute.
Do you want to go and get it now? And I can do like one of those cross cuts.
We'll do it now, mate.
Yeah.
Leave that as one microwave it.
Yeah, why not? It's down as well. Yeah.
Right, I'm back. Back in the room.
Back in the game, mate.
Back in the room, right. I'm going to say this now, right?
Go on.
I'm going to say this is the best brisket you've ever had.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard because you know I'm not...
I know, but this is the one, mate. I've got us, right? I've got us a piece of flat each.
Yeah.
So you want to grab a piece of... Come on. Piece of flat there. Sorry, a piece of point, sorry. I'm wrong there.
That's my favourite bit.
Piece of point each.
Smells good, man.
Can you smell the fenugreek?
Smells proper. Like smoky. What smoke do you use?
Oak. Do you want to grab a burnt end?
Yeah.
There's two there, one each.
Yeah.
And then there's half of a point, half of the flat.
Didn't make it. Two slices didn't make it.
Yeah, 2 slices didn't make it. Right, so we've got point, flat, and burnt ends, right?
Okay.
So this was part of my platter that I did.
Yeah.
UK brisket.
Yep.
Dry brined overnight. And then smoked.
Great smoke run.
What are we saying?
It's very good. I like it. That was the flat, so I've had the lean bit.
Yeah.
And we're going now with the fatty bit, which is what I'm all about.
I've just had a burnt end. Remember, I've been nuked as well.
It's very good.
Mate.
Also, It probably is one of the best briskets I've had. I keep saying this because I always feel like a bit of a killjoy when I say brisket's not my bag.
Oh, look at that, man. Oh,
and it's not that I dislike brisket.
look at that.
I just think the way everyone goes on about it. But
Not the flavour of that.
the flavour's banging.
The fenugreek,
Yeah.
different flavour.
Yeah. It's
I mean, if you
I've
can
not-
see that smoke ring,
I've not done one like this.
look at that. Look at that for a smoke ring.
Mm.
I did it on that platter. So,
And that was what day was that? Well,
olive camp.
the fire bit's good.
And 5 minutes of dead salty as well.
The fire bit's really good.
Mm.
See, the fire bit, for me, that's what makes it. But that's why I think when I always say, like, oh yeah, I prefer beef ribs just because they are fire.
That the flavour of that.
That would be really good with a salsa verde.
The fat is lovely. The fat's got a well nice flavour.
I could just eat the fat.
So for now.
Yeah, it's really good.
So I thought,
I mean, look how good it is. I even getting a little bit.
I mean, I've been banging on for ages about how good it is with this Genevieve Taylor recipe with the fenugreek. So, I mean, there you go. That's better than, for me, that's the best brisket recipe going. Absolutely. Second to none.
Taste-wise, texture-wise, that probably is
Nuked as well.
the best one I've had.
Nuked, remember?
But I've never had like an American style, like American brisket.
I mean, I had it in, well, I've done my own, but I had it in America as well. So, but I think that's rivals. I mean, do you know what? It cooks perfectly as well, you know. It was just,
And it was only a small one, wasn't it?
yeah, it's about 3 kilo. It just cooked perfectly. It was dead juicy. It cooked perfectly. It sliced perfectly. It was just, for a UK brisket, it was so good. And I did like a little platter. It just all came together, to be honest with you. I did the full platter, I did the ribs. So I mean, the brisket was on for a good period of time, then the ribs went on, and then as I took the brisket off and rested the brisket for an hour, the sausages went on.
Yeah.
So it just literally all come together at once. It was so good. I timed it perfectly.
What size?
I
What
must say.
size do you have it? Slow?
I did. No, with the potato salad, one that we do for the pop-up,
Yeah.
was always pretty good.
That one with piccalilli in it.
Yeah, I did the one with piccalilli, but again, I sometimes change it round where it says use sour cream, I'll just use mayo. Or it's very interchangeable for me, I think. Mayonnaise and sour cream. And
I prefer mayo. I like both. I would eat both,
Yeah.
but I think I prefer mayo. It's got more.
yeah, so
It's more wet.
So and then pickles on the side. I did some red, like pink pickled onions, some sort of gherkins.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just a bit of that really.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Well impressed from Liam and Catering Butcher. It was probably one of the best UK briskets I've ever done.
Yeah.
So, oat smoked. Obviously.
What was it? Do you know what beef it was?
No idea. It was only small. It was literally. I said to him, "Get us a brisket," and he rung me and just said, "I've got a small one here. It's about 3 kilo after it's trimmed." I said, "Yeah, go for it." But you could tell anyway. You could look at it.
Yeah.
Before I even cooked it, I looked at it and
Yeah.
I was like, "No, this is going to be." So again, overnight in the fridge, overnight with the rub on. Which the rub is just salt, pepper, garlic, fenugreek, and brown
Is it
sugar.
dried fenugreek or?
Yeah. And then brown sugar, and that was it really. I mean, I wasn't getting any sweetness off that.
No.
I mean,
Really tasty.
the fenugreek for me gives it you can smell it
Yeah.
straight away. It's almost like a totally different.
Yeah. We said that before, because what did I put fenugreek on last week?
You can
Last time?
smell it, can't
Oh, it was the kebab things, wasn't it?
you? Can smell that.
Yeah.
You can just smell the fenugreek. So I mean, yeah,
It just works with smoke, I think.
really good. What else have we been doing? I did a Philly cheesesteak on the Ozpig. Pretty good. Pretty good. Could have probably got it a little bit hotter to crisp up the outside of the steak a bit more, but I mean, it was still bang on. Again, because it was a skirt steak.
Yeah.
It's quite thin. You struggle getting the good a good crust on it and keeping it sort of like medium rare.
Did you cook the steak as a steak on it and then chop it?
Yeah, cooked it as a whole and then chopped it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was bang on, and then just Again, while that was resting, cooked the peppers, cooked the onions, added the cheese and sliced the steak and added the cheese and the steak all in one. And let it sort of melt all together and then straight off onto some ciabattas, which for a midweek tea.
Easy.
And I mean, all while I just sat there with my feet up in front of the fire on the odd pig. So, I mean, it was pretty good. I did a couple of skewers out of Marcus's new book. So,
apologies.
So, again, a couple of skewers out of Marcus's new book. So, these were new flavours for me, really. There was a pina colada.
I've seen that one, yeah.
So, a bit of a mix of you marinate the chicken in coconut milk.
Yeah.
And then you cook it with sort of chunks of pineapple. Well, coconut milk and pineapple. So, pina colada style. I mean, again, very nice. And then there's another one, a pistachio duca with honey.
Right.
So it's a bit more of a Middle Eastern vibe. I assume it's just like a dry spice that you put on afterwards. It was just, you're just made out of like ground pistachios and some ground herbs.
Yeah.
And then you just sprinkled it on when it was finished. And because you've sort of like painted on the honey towards the end of the cook, it sort of sticks to it. So all very nice. Great, to be honest. I did full English on the barbie. I mean, that was bang on, to be fair. Again, I like good full English on the barbie.
Was that on
just
the
easy
Kamado or on the Blackstone?
No, on the Kamado.
Nice.
I did it on the KJ.
Nice.
Yeah, I did it on the KJ because with the plancha, it was just dead easy. And what I did do, I mean, I'm not sure I quite like eggs on the barbecue that much, but what I found was I got some bigger egg rings,
right,
and they seemed to work a lot better than the small. I had some smaller egg rings, and by the time it was cooked, you were sort of getting the bottom was getting a little bit too crispy, or the heat was probably a little bit too much from underneath, but these larger egg rings, they seemed to, because it even just, by a couple of centimetres more all the way around, it just seemed they were perfect. Yeah. They were really, really good.
I don't, because I generally do them on, I think eggs are really good on a soapstone. I think they cook really well, quite even.
Yeah.
But the problem is we're doing them on a barbecue, whether it be a Kamado or a kettle or whatever. You've got to make sure if you don't use an egg ring, you've got to make sure your barbecue's level. And even anyone barbecue's level, you've got to trust that the engineering on the racking and your plancha going on is all going to be level. And if it's not, you just crack your egg and it's...
Well, that's why
that loads.
I just use the egg rings,
or you're scraping it like that, try to keep it up. It starts to solidify.
Yeah, so, just a general, really. I mean, for me, it's a great breakfast, especially over like bank holiday and stuff like that. It's a great one. I got to do some lamb.
You did?
So, the missus doesn't really eat lamb, and she was out with her friends.
Butcher John popped round.
So I got Butcher John round dinner. I had a leg of lamb in the freezer, and it's been in there for like nearly a year. So I thought, I'm going to have to use it. It's taking up loads of space as well.
Yeah.
So I rung him and said, listen, Butcher John, get yourself round here. Like,
bring a knife.
No, he used my knife, actually. He actually, and he didn't complain about the knife. It was all right. It was all right. So then he deboned the leg of lamb, butterflied it for me, and then just like we've been talking quite a bit about doing sort of lamb direct, indirect, seared, and I've seen it when we were at a food festival once where they'd just literally done it direct.
Yeah.
On one of them art flame things. Yeah. One of them big art flame. Yeah. So I just thought, I'm going to have a go. I tried to keep the temperature about between 150 and 180. I mean, again, because you direct, it does go up and down a little bit. So I tried to keep the temperature at that, and just flipped it every few minutes or so. And do you know what? There was none of the lamb was like too charred or anything like that. And then it was perfect in the middle. The only thing is some parts were slightly thicker than the others, so some parts were cooking a little bit quicker. So I had to sort of like, as I was cooking, lift it up with the skewers and just whiz the knife through it, just to take some pieces off. Because again, they're quite, when you sort of butterfly the leg of lamb, even though it's like a butterflied in one piece, the muscles are still pretty easy to see. You can see which one's which, sort of thing. So yeah, really good. Cooked it to about 58, 60 degrees, so it was a bit like a medium. Because some people don't like it really rare. I mean, I'm not really that bothered, but I cooked it to that, let it rest, and then I did it on my own flatbreads. I've been making my own flatbreads quite a bit more recently. Because I just, again,
what's your recipe for your flatbreads then?
100 grams of pizza flour, 75 grams of Greek yogurt, teaspoon of baking powder, and a sprinkle of salt.
Simple.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's almost. That sounds like it's. I'd have to look back through me notepads. That sounds very similar to
You just knead it
the
up.
Jamie Oliver one that I've when I found it. I've never
so
touched.
easy. You just knead it up into like literally bring it together, knead it a little bit, and just lob it in the fridge while you're waiting for everything else to cook. Because you don't even cover it or anything.
Yeah,
Let it
yeah.
dry out. Just lob it in the fridge.
Yeah.
You sort of take it out, divide it into 2 balls, and then roll it.
Have you ever? So you know, it's on one of my reels actually on Instagram. You know, like when they're doing them in like in India when they're doing a naan bread and they have it on the pillow and they slap it on the top.
On the side.
I did it on the top. I did it on the lid of me thing. It worked.
Does it?
Yeah, it worked.
Interesting.
I used what did I use? I just got a couple of tea towels balled up, then wrapped into another tea towel. Put my thing on and just smashed it on. I was worried it was just going to fall off, but it works.
Did it?
Yeah, it works. If you go right back, there's a reel. I was
I might have to try it. So if anyone else tries it, let us know.
The only thing I worry about is the lid of my KJ is now black. It was new.
Yeah, mine is absolutely filthy. Like. And the monolith will soon be absolutely filthy. So no, I've been trying to do that a little bit more, and again, as long as you get it into your head, it's not that difficult, and it is very quick. It isn't a chore.
No, it's easy.
So even in midweek, I've started doing it myself.
It's the same as what we said last time about these.
So yeah, really good. I did a jerk whole chicken. Again, I always like my jerk. I was just trying to use the rest of that jerk barbecue sauce that I made. Again, painted it on, sprinkle the chili. Yeah, just with that one, yeah. Again, there's a theme here, isn't there? Like Marcus, Genevieve.
Yeah.
Just using all their recipes up.
That's where you get your inspiration.
Yeah. I'm not
See if anyone was wondering.
I do tag him, like, I don't just like steal it and say it's my own sort of thing. And then I did a couple of burgers because again, I love a burger.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that was my first cook on the new monolith.
Was that the PB&J one that I seen?
I did 2.
Right.
I did a PB&J and the Bacon Boy.
Yeah.
So because they were quite similar, as in they both used the bacon jam, I thought there's no point in me like doing all the work and then just having a little bit. So you know, if I was going to do the bacon jam, I was going to do it for 2. So I did the PB&J and I did the Bacon Boy. I preferred the Bacon Boy rather than the PB&J, but only because I'm not 100% sure on the sweetness side of it for me.
I think with the PB&J, I really enjoyed it when I did it.
I enjoyed it,
but I think the peanut butter's it's that weird texture that drives you.
Yeah, well, I think I diluted it with coconut milk.
Yeah,
because it was too thick.
What did you think of the bacon jam?
Really nice.
That's the first time you did that.
Yeah, but I just realised that I didn't. I did it last probably I did it a week ago, and I've not even touched it. It's all in the fridge. Does it last?
Yeah, I made so much of it. I was having it on like toast in the morning and everything.
Yeah,
I love it. I love bacon jam. Like we love it. Yeah, but it's cooked, isn't it?
Yeah, it won't last much more than 5.
It's cooked and it's full of sugar.
Yeah, it's probably caramelised, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, so I did the PB&J, which is obviously is bacon jam, and bacon jam and peanut butter sauce.
Yeah.
On the bun, and then the Bacon Boy is. What was the Bacon Boy now? So you had baconaise, you had a lattice of bacon. So you basically intertwine a lattice of bacon, and you cook that, and then you cut it a circle out, which is pretty cool. You know, because it looks pretty cool as a lattice. I did it with 2 patties with 2 different types of cheeses, and then I think it was lettuce and red onion.
Yeah, that's Swiss and American.
And bacon jam.
Yeah.
So again, it was really good, but I'm not 100% struck on the sweetness, if I'm honest.
I don't mind sweetness.
Bacon Boy though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I love bacon jam, so I don't mind that sweetness. Well, I suppose
maybe I've got a bit too much on.
Yeah, but you could just cut back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could just or me personally, I think I'd tone it down a smidge because just beef and sweetness. I don't know whether it's for me. Like,
I don't mind.
Don't get me wrong, I liked them both. Just if I was going to critique myself, I would maybe tone down the sugar a smidge.
Yeah.
Maybe have a bit more savoury. Again, the Bacon Boy was sound. That was really nice. PB&J, just maybe tone the sweetness down.
Yeah.
Still not as good as the Dirty Boy though. That's my favourite.
We said this. I think
that's my favourite.
I think that book gets a mention at every episode.
Probably.
The Beef Boys. If you've not got it, get it. It's a cracker.
It is worth having a mention, honestly.
But and we've said it before, not just for the burgers, for like the sides, like the bacon jam and the other bits and bobs.
Yeah, dirty fries, stuff like that.
Dirty fries.
Making me hungry, that is, man.
I know.
So that's it, really. That's all I've been cooking, really, mate.
So I've had a really busy few weeks because I've been doing the Wild Grill experience thing. So I've been cooking there, which I'm probably mostly going to talk about briefly what we did. I did do some ribs, but I've also not been very active last few days because I had a family bereavement. That's the reason why I've not been. I did get a few messages on Instagram asking, am I still around? I am. And I'll be coming back to normality this week. But yeah, it's just been a difficult few days, so I've not been cooking much. But I did a reel last week for that rack of ribs, which I got off Liam, and they needed cooking, and I was in one afternoon. I thought, sod it, I'm just going to do it. And I was going for, I was totally honest, I could have went, this is how I like them. This is how I like them fall off the boat. I didn't. I wasn't going for that.
You were going for perfect bite.
I was going for the competition. The whole point of the reel was because I used the cherry competition sauce and the comp rub from Firefly. So I was going for that competition look.
Yeah.
Slice them really neat. I was going to do like a little box.
I'll go slicing ribs, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So
I struggle where the bone is. Like,
turn them upside down.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Like.
Turn them upside down, you can see. But I've only worked that out this week. I'll come to why I've worked that out. But I did that.
I don't know, like I go for it and then I'm like, starts softly a bone and I'm like, oh god.
Well, the thing is as well, when you're doing competition ribs, I didn't, but they take off that knuckle. So like
you've got to take that knuckle off at the back, haven't you?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Gristle.
Yeah, I didn't. Because it's got a little bit of meat on it, and I'd rather have that.
Yeah,
and I give the dog. I give the dog the gristle.
Gristle.
Well, basically, I cooked them. And I ended up overcooking them because I was doing things in the house, like I was doing a lot of admin for work and stuff. So I ended up overcooking them, but I did come clean on the video. So I was stressed about that. And then when I was taking them out of the foil, did you watch it?
Dropped it, yeah.
And I just stopped and I was like, because they just landed. And they were that soft, they almost exploded, but luckily they didn't. And yeah, I had them. But I do prefer, if I was cooking them at home, that's how I would cook them. But I did not cook them that way on purpose. I meant to cook them a little bit less and have a bit more of a bite to them and get that nice. I was going for like the thumbnail on my reel or what, like the perfect thing. But I didn't get it. But they were absolutely delicious. That combo of the cherry barbecue sauce with the cherry comp, cherry cola sauce with the cherry cola. No, it's cherry. No, I didn't use the cherry cola one. It's a different one. So it's cherry competition sauce with the competition rub.
Yes,
that's the one that I did. But they do a cherry cola one, which I did use. I used
cherry cola.
Yeah. So I cooked that, and they turned out not how I meant, but they were still good. And then cooking at the farm, it's been difficult, and I think I mentioned it last time because the sessions for the Wild Grill are only like 4 hours, so they arrive 4 hours later. They're sat at the banquet hall eating. So I've got 4 hours to cook from, and in that 4 hours, I've also got to entertain them and show them what barbecue is all about. Talk to them about barbecue.
It's probably quite difficult when you're almost limited to a lot of grilling.
Yeah, it does, and I'm cooking on an offset, which doesn't really get a chance to shine because it's an American style reverse flow, so it's made for like 12 to 18 hour cooks minimum.
Yeah.
And I've got 4 hours. So basically what I'm doing is I'm cranking the temps up to like 135, 140 and cooking everything like hot and fast. So I'm doing, there's a lot in the banquet. And it differs depending, because part of the day is there's a butcher there, and depending what meat he's got and what he's butchering and doing in his demo, I then get the meat. But general rule of thumb is I either get top side of beef or sirloin. Sirloin's fantastic.
I was going to say, you can just reverse sear that sirloin.
Just reverse, exactly.
Brilliant.
It's exactly what I do. Just reverse sear it. It's cooked in about 2.5 hours. And then I just hot hold it till the end, because my grill's hot, because I do all the hispy on the
you hot hold it and then do this.
Hot hold it and then just
you could just sear everything at once.
It's banging, mate. Honestly, it's banging. The top side, I don't sear. I just cook.
I would just roast.
Yeah, I just cook it, and it's actually okay if you slice it really thin.
Yeah, it's also really thin, and you get the right temperature, and you cook it to the right temperature.
Still nice and pink.
It's good,
and everyone loves it. So it's not too bad.
You get the flavour in the middle though, or do you give it a sprinkle of salt at the end?
No, I season it all at the end.
Yeah, because
I use all the Firefly stuff, because obviously we do a lot of work with Nolan Firefly, and I mean, regardless of that, I'm a big fan of the Firefly stuff.
Yeah, I am.
So I use I slice it really thin, fan it out on the platter, and then the Carolina mustard sauce all over it. And I use the Black Magic on it on beef all the time.
Yeah,
so it's got black magic
so
on it.
It's funny you should say that. I went to Knowles on
Yeah.
Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and in my bag, the only two things I bought, the only two rubs and sauces I bought was Carolina mustard
Yeah.
and
Just a
the
great
Black
combo.
Magic. Them two were the ones that I bought,
Yeah.
and I know I bought a few other bits for the Oz Pig and the Monolith, but in reality, they're the two.
Well, we had, that's what we put on our thing at the Sanchez takeover we did.
I know we did, yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I wanted.
Yeah,
why
yeah.
I wanted something.
And
it's really
it just
good.
worked. It just worked so well. So
And it worked on beef as well as
Yeah.
pork. It was
Yeah.
really good. I remember we tried it on. We weren't supposed to have it on that.
no.
There was one that we weren't supposed to have.
We had it.
We just kept moving on.
It was mint. But that's why I use it on the top side, because I thought I need to elevate this top side, because it's top side. It's not the best cut, but it's
Yeah,
there.
middle,
We've
it's
got to
just
use it.
Bit bland.
We have to use it. So yeah, I do that. And then I have different cuts of pork. So the butchery demo is butchering down half a pig, basically.
Yeah.
So again, I get, depending on whether it's morning session, PM session, I get different things. So it's either a pork loin, which is fine because that's
Yeah,
fantastic roasted.
You can just roast it.
Yeah, it's just great,
No,
dead juicy, and I do it medium rare, banging. Or a leg, which is a little bit tougher. It's less, but it works out okay. But what I do with that is I use the cherry cola on the pork leg,
Yeah, quite.
just to kind of where it falls down.
And the sweetness.
Yeah, where it falls down on the texture, it makes up for with that.
Yeah, pork lends itself to sweetness.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
So I rub it in that, roast it, and then I put cherry competition rub on it. Just not loads, don't drown it, just like a zigzag off over all the fan meat. And then lamb we do, which was basically your idea, because I get half a leg of lamb for each session, a full leg for the whole day. And I was just roasting it and slicing it. And then you mentioned a couple of weeks ago about, you should butterfly it and do it direct. And I thought, I'll give it a go. And it was just phenomenal. But I don't just do direct, so I almost reverse it as well.
Yeah, again, if I was ever in anywhere where I know that I'm doing something for someone or I need something foolproof, for me, reverse it has got to be the way to go. You can't not.
And I bring it to pink, so I bring it to about 51, 52 in the smoker. Take it off.
That's my absolute temperature.
Hot hold it, and then at the end, just.
What do you feel at the end temp would be?
I like about 55, 56. It's lovely and pink.
Nice.
Lamb's a funny one, because when you first carve it, I remember when I first did first butterfly, I thought I'd overcooked it. Even though it was really juicy, the juice was like loads. I thought I overcooked it. It was in the hot hold, and I thought I overcooked it. I thought it's not pink, and then I put it on the plate and fanned it out, and it just goes pink.
Yeah.
So I was like, nailed it.
Well, I did.
So I don't know what that is.
What I did, because I thought, like, the first part of it, I'd cooked it in A, and I thought, it doesn't look that pink. And I cut the rest of it, and it was beautiful. Like.
Yeah. But everyone like raved about the lamb. They loved it. We have a lot of goat as well, so I used goat a couple of times. One of the sessions where they come to me, I did it with Richard, the craft butcher.
Yeah.
So Richard, he's on Instagram as the craft butcher. Knows your dad used to work at
the Lamb and Shed.
The Lamb and Shed.
I think he still does work at the Lamb and Shed, doesn't he?
I think he does bits and bobs.
One day.
He's gone like freelance now, yeah. Really great guy. And it was really good to have someone who was into barbecue as well, like from that side, like as a butcher, because we were bouncing off each other. And one of the things that we need to do is we need to use up some goat. So I do a curry goat.
Yeah, but that's nice. What did
really
you do
nice.
Curry goat? Did you just basically like sear it off and then
sear it,
and then just simmer?
Sear the onions, carrots, some smashed up spring onions, then get all the spices together.
What, like a jerk style or like
put it all in, and then
coconut milk?
Top it up with coconut milk.
Oh man.
Throw the Scotch bonnets in. Yeah. Just get it a little.
What if you don't eat that then?
I had it. It blew my head off. But everyone loved that. But yeah, we have all the goat left. And at first they were saying, "Oh, I'm going to give you some goat chops." And one of the bits where the visitors are with me is like doing the goat chops, but they're so small. Like there's nothing on them. Like, even lamb chops are small. Like goat chops, there's nothing. It's like that much meat.
By the time it's grilled as well.
There's nothing.
By the time you get any call on it, it'll be cooked.
Yeah, and it's a faff doing it because it's on the bone. So I said to Richard, I said, can you do me the backstrap, the tenderloin, whatever it is it's called, instead of giving me individual chops? And he was like, yeah, that's less work for me. So I was like, sweet. So you give it me, and it's like you basically offer, you get two either side of the spine. Obviously, it's basically the eye of the meat in a chop, but the whole lot of it.
And then you could just cook it in one.
And I just cut it. Well, I cut it into four, and then I like 4 people, and I say to him like, not many people have had goat, or they've had it in like curry goat or anything where it's been a stew and cooked low and slow
Yeah.
till it's falling apart, when no one's really had it grilled. And all I did was just put like a bit of olive oil on it and the Cuban mojo rub from Firefly.
It's a very herby one.
That's it, yeah. It's basically oregano with like thyme in it, I think, and a bit of paprika. That's all. And then straight on a searing hot grill, like searing hot.
It's cooked like medium.
Yeah,
Medium
pink.
well. Really?
Pink, mate. People were blown away.
Because I don't think I've ever had goat like that. I've only ever had it as a long cook.
It's great. Cook it, let them cook it. So I give them the thermopans and letting them play with the thermopans. And you guys are cooking it. If you cock it up, it's on you. So I'm taking all responsibility off myself. Let them do it. And then I take it off, let it rest for as long as I'm able to, because it depends on the window that I've got with them. And then I'll just slice it into like slightly thicker than pound coin thickness. And then just drizzle hot honey over it all.
Oh, nice.
And like people are just like, oh my God, why have I not had goat grilled before?
Yeah,
That blew them away.
And again, people just don't. It's something that people just turn.
We're not many places have it.
Why?
We're brainwashed, aren't we? Supermarkets are saying, right, you can have pork, lamb or beef. You go in, that's all they have.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But why? Because
Yes.
like, I mean, if there's abundance of goat, again, deer.
Yeah, it's readily available, yeah, like venison. But I think, yeah. And then like other things like hogget and mutton.
What?
But I think the words hogget and mutton
Yeah.
put people off.
I think that's just as nice as lamb.
Yeah, I reckon there's a lot of people that are listening to this that have been to restaurants and have thought they've had some great lamb,
Yeah,
and I can guarantee it's been hogget or mutton.
yeah, definitely.
Guarantee it.
Definitely.
And especially when you go to the supermarket and you're getting these lamb legs and they look like they've come off a horse.
Yeah.
That isn't a lamb.
Yeah, no chance.
So yes, we do a little bit of goat. Chicken wings is a given. We do chicken wings, and then
Can't beat some wings.
no, and then it differs whether I get a turkey breast or some chickens. And if it's turkey breast, just plain simple, but like butter basted turkey breast. They're small. They're not like the ones we get off Liam. So they do actually cook quicker, which is quite nice. Because I was worried I wasn't going to have enough time to
You
cook
get
them.
the colour on it.
Not as much. Not as much. But you do get a bit of colour on them, and then I wrap them in foil with loads of.
Because we want the full hot dog flavour.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what we want.
It's like hot dog.
I know. And then just slice that really thin, and then just pour all the butter over it. People like that blows people's minds as well that they've never had like
Again,
turkey.
you cook turkey to the right temperatures.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And like everyone, you go and say to everyone, "Oh, turkey," they all just go. They all pull the face and say, "Oh, it's dry."
Oh yeah.
Oh, dry turkey.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, you never had it like this, mate.
Yeah.
No, I cook it to 70 degrees and let it rest a little bit. 70 to 71
68, I'd
degrees.
take mine.
68. I'm a bit more conservative, 71.
68, I'd take mine.
71, I take mine.
Yeah.
But again, like, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's banging. You can't knock it. It's like really tender, really juicy, and again, it blows people's minds. And then if it's the chickens, I just do them the way we do them, half chickens. I just cook them exactly the same way that we do.
Yeah, well, I've got a full chicken in the fridge, and I'm going to do, in that barbacoa book,
Yeah.
there's a
Great book.
It's a really good book.
Really
It
good.
looks, there's a like a hot Mexican chicken in
I've
it.
seen it,
It
yeah.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
But I've also got some lime crema left over.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like chicken halves, hot Mexican
yeah.
with the lime crema over.
That'd be good.
Thinking
That'd be
I
really,
might even just dip it in, like, do the Alabama.
yeah.
Might
yeah.
just do that, but
That'd be really
we'll see.
good. Yeah.
We'll see.
But yeah, the half chickens are just like when we do pop-ups, we cook them like the whole like half chicken cooked, Alabama white sauce, hot honey, chives, burnt lemon, and
Someone
some
said to me
pickles.
today, when they've been listening to the pod, they said, "What's this sauce that you keep going on about?" I was like, "What? I've never heard of Alabama white sauce." Let me tell. I was like, "Get yourself over there, mate."
This will blow your mind. This will blow your mind.
Obviously, I give him the recipe. It's like the tangiest, mayoist ever.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
It is something that I think it's like most things that people haven't tried before, and they're like, oh, it works. I've just never had it.
I couldn't imagine going to an event and then having Alabama white sauce with chicken for the first time. I think it'd blow my mind.
Yeah. I'm pretty jealous of people that.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'd actually try it.
It's like when you meet someone who says, I've never watched Game of Thrones. Like, I wish I'd.
What do you think?
I wish I would never have seen it because I get to watch it all over again for the first time. And then we have hot links. Obviously, like they blow people away. Liam's hot links for me are the best on the market for what they are. Like traditional hot link. I'm not saying like all these brands that are doing all mad flavors and they're fantastic, but traditional American Texas style hot link.
Yeah,
I think Liam's can't be beaten. And then a little bit of veg again, which they never had before. You know what? This
Yeah, no,
wild
it
boar,
elevates it though, doesn't it?
they just never do it. Like,
On the barbecue,
Yeah.
it just elevates. I mean, everything you cook on the barbecue, anything that you cook on the barbecue elevates it. So
yeah. But I do Hispy quarters. So everyone, however many people I do, the Hispy quarter, just charred. Burnt leeks. I love my burnt leeks.
no, you do. We
Fantastic.
did them at a pop-up one.
So good, man.
Do they?
So good. And then spring onions again.
No
charred.
Solari Max.
No Strawberry Max. And then I do a potato salad, which is just a really basic potato salad. It's not even the one we do. It's just so basic, but it's just easy because I'm doing so much. And then a basic slaw and pit beans, and I actually use the Meat Church pit beans recipe, which is really, really good.
I like the Marcus pit bean recipe.
I do, and that was the one I was going to do, and then I think I wrote it on my sheet, got there, forgot, and I thought, oh, God, I just put pit beans in the Meat Church. I thought that'll do. Clicked it, cooked it, and it was banging. Yeah. And then I do pork belly, pork ribs, which I do the cherry cola on. Pork belly, I do like a Korean style, so I use the Korean the Korean barbecue sauce that Firefly do and bits like that.
I quite like doing Korean barbecue patterns.
Yeah. And then part of the demo that they do with the butchers, they make their own sausages. So
Nice.
they get to bring the links home, but I get one of every one sausage and it's got a stick in it with the name in it.
That's pretty cool.
And they get that. And then big,
It's like a lot of cooking.
it's a lot of cooking. Big, thick,
Good job you got that.
big, thick pork chop that, again, they get the butcher, he brings me them at the end and I just grill them fresh.
Not reverse here then. It's not long enough.
No, not long enough. Not long enough. So I just basically just sit them up. It differs in number. It depends how many he's got left after because he gets to take a goodie bag with a load of meat. So it's what's left. But normally it's about 3 or 4, and I just put them fat side down, like directly over the coals, let all that just get going and crisp up, and then just get them to, I think, 62 I was bringing them off, and they were perfect. Bang on. And that's it. A few other bits and bobs here and there. Like I didn't have it all the time, but I had a bit of pigeon and a bit of rabbit.
Nice.
But again, it was just like just did it as skewers because it's only like little bits, and that was it. That's pretty much my cooking. I've been doing that 2 sessions a day for the last few weeks, Fridays and Saturdays. This weekend is the last one, and the
Sounds good then.
it is really good. Loads of great feedback and loads of knock-on stuff, like people have booked classes from it and things like that, which is really, really good. And it's just been really good to do. Loads more to come. And that's what I've been cooking, mate.
The one thing I didn't mention.
Go on.
I did get out to a restaurant.
Oh, you did, yeah. Second time around.
So Aprez.
Yeah.
Aprez. Tom Bateman's restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, it was absolutely phenomenal.
Mm.
Like, I mean, it was like 8 or 9 courses, and it was just every single course was just amazing.
Mm.
Like,
I'm going to go, I think.
do you know what the best bit was for me? They did like a wild boar and mangalitsa pig, and that was the course that I said I wanted. The mangalitsa pig was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's really similar to Iberico, but like but different again. And I just, for me, that was the best. Yeah, that was the best course. There was loads of different courses. I got photos of everyone. I think I even put a Facebook not a Facebook, Insta status and everything.
You did, yeah.
But put a full post, which I wouldn't normally do. I might do a bit of a story, but I mean, it was worthy of a full post.
Yeah.
Nice. So,
It did look amazing.
check it out.
I think I'm going to go. So I've got a book somewhere we're actually away for our wedding anniversary, which is in August. I think we're in Cornwall. So I'm going to do a few restaurants there, but we've got the kids with us and stuff.
Yeah.
So when I get
It's
back,
expensive when you got the kids.
yeah, when we get back, I was going to do what's it called? What's the one in Manchester? Scoff. Scoff. It's just got a Michelin star. So I was going to go there, but since hearing you talk about this, and I do really like Tom Bateman, I think I might do that and save Scoff for like Christmas time, because I think Scoff is quite a bit more expensive as well.
Yeah, this was bang on. I mean, do you know what? I'm gonna get the photos up on that as well. I probably feel it needs a bit more airtime.
Well, you tagged it, didn't it? He start following you or something?
Yeah, she even followed me.
Yeah.
So we had to start. They had a couple of little like snacks and tasters. There was a venison tartare.
Very nice.
Yeah, quite nice.
Are you into tartare?
Yeah, but I like the ones that taste like Big Macs, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah.
Most of them taste like Big Macs. This didn't. This had quite a lot. They had like a special mayo underneath, and that was a lot of the flavour was the mayonnaise, but really good. They also then had like a trout dish.
Right.
So it was like a raw trout.
Yeah.
The missus doesn't really like fish, so I ended up having 2 of them. There was like a Staffordshire beetroot tart.
Yeah.
With like a cheese custard.
Yeah.
Again, in this, they call it brick pastry. I mean, I have no idea what brick pastry is or what it means, but it was like this really light, thin, crispy pastry. Very nice. I'm surprised it holds together. It was that sort of delicate. He does these Parker House rolls. So this Parker House roll, I mean, I'm gonna have to get. And he doesn't give anyone the recipe for this Parker House roll. It's like a closely guarded secret, but it is unbelievable. And he did 2 butters with it. He did a Marmite butter.
Oh yeah.
I don't even like Marmite, or I don't think I do. But I mean, I love the Marmite butter.
Yeah, I don't like Marmite. I don't like it when it's too overpowering, but I like Marmite mayonnaise.
Well, it was really good. And then he did a chicken skin butter.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Now, I'll tell you what, mate. I felt like I was eating a roast dinner.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
I felt like I was eating a full-blown roast. It was that good. And it tasted that much like chicken. I was like, I could have just ate that. It was bang on, mate, honestly. He did the potato dish, which was like a Jersey roll potato with a Veduvian sauce. I mean, again, I don't even know what some of this stuff is. What's Veduvian?
Yeah, I've got a clue.
Veduvian sauce, miso onion, pomme souffle with truffle. Again.
What's your thoughts on truffle? See, I like truffle if it's just a hint.
If it's too overpowering.
But if it's too overpowering, I think it's foul.
It's too much when it's too
overpowering. I'm not.
But this only had, you can see, it only had a smidge of truffle.
Yeah.
So little pops of flavour.
Yeah.
And which is quite nice. But sometimes where they literally cover your whole pasta.
Yeah, I'm not.
You do it with pasta quite a lot. They put it across the whole thing.
You can't taste anything else.
Yeah. You can't taste anything else.
Yeah.
The fish dish was next. It was Atlantic cod, smoked butter, cucumber, Exmoor caviar in like a smoked butter sauce.
Right.
That was again really, really nice. Again, we had the wild boar, which was absolutely bang on. With the wild boar, the mangalitsa, celeriac, pickled walnut, white port sauce. Again, just the different flavours and stuff. And again, just that mangalitsa, just the way it was cooked and everything.
Yeah.
It was just absolutely beautiful.
Looks really good.
We then had a sort of like, what do they call it, where they like palate cleanser type thing.
Yeah.
Cherry and woodruff. And it was like a cherry sorbet.
Right.
But with a bourbon biscuit almost.
Oh.
It was really, really nice. But the cherry was like real tart and sort of sour.
Yeah.
And then with the chocolate and that, really good. And then the last course was the dessert. So the dessert was Salcombe chocolate. So which was like almost like a mousse type thing.
Right.
With Pedro Jimenez, little pops of Pedro Jimenez, and a creme fraiche ice cream, I think it was, or creme fraiche ice cream. Right. So like, and it had like this like twirly thing on the top.
Yeah. Looks really good.
Hazelnut twirl thing on the top.
Yeah.
The chocolate, the richness of the chocolate with the creme fraiche ice cream, with that Pedro Jimenez gel or whatever it is.
What's that then? Is that like a fruity?
I think it's whiskey in it. Pedro
is it?
Jimenez.
God
like
knows.
A whiskey or brandy.
Brandy? Don't know.
Don't you see it? They do it all the time.
No, I'm not really a brandy or whiskey drinker.
PX. They call it PX sauce and stuff like that.
No.
I'll quickly Google it. Pedro.
Don't know.
Sherry.
That's why I've never heard of it.
Spanish white wine.
Right.
I think it's a sherry. So
it's like a gel made from that. This is like a liqueur gel type thing.
Yeah, but it wasn't harsh. Like you couldn't taste like alcohol in it. I didn't think. Yeah, but together, like the richness of the chocolate with this like creme fraiche ice cream, was just it was. Creme fraiche is quite sort of like.
I've never heard of that before. Creme fraiche ice cream.
It's quite sour, isn't it? Except creme fraiche. A little bit. Do you think?
I know what you mean. It's almost like that yogurt thing. It's like almost like a non-taste. If you're not like.
It worked.
Yeah.
So it worked. So that would because you think the richness of the chocolate and then the freshness of the creme fraiche.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So honestly, bang on. We had a bottle of wine and everything. Couple of drinks as well. It was just so good. Again, I've been consistently going for about 4 or 5 years, and it's still
I've been influenced again, mate.
It's still my favourite restaurant, to be honest.
I'm gonna go. I mean, I might not wait till August.
I think
Now that you just ran through that menu, everything else is like, oof.
I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But then he also does nights where we were actually supposed to go. We had to cancel it. We were supposed to go again. I think the other night we were supposed to go again, but we couldn't go because of work commitments. And you know, it was a night where it was like 3 courses for, I think it was like £29.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat them. I'll say
No, not for 3 courses, because you'd pay that in a pub almost.
A rubbish pub as well.
Yeah.
He's actually looking for a head chef. You're applying, Steve.
Might do. So if you want anyone on purees, I'm your man.
Gels. Get some gels.
I'm learning about gels.
Gels or some.
Don't know what Fargo Manane is, whatever it was.
You're a bit of plating. But yeah, so I mean, at the moment, yeah, he does some good stuff, and then every now and again he does like nights with like the barbecues and stuff. Barbecues out and stuff.
Yeah. If you're giving him a follow, and it's through this podcast, do comment and say, I'm following you because From the Shack podcast sent us. And you never know.
What I did find nice as well, like
he likes his barbecue stuff though, doesn't he, as well?
Yeah, he likes his barbecue. What I found nice is in this Apres, which is you know, there's 2 restaurants split on different floors, with different styles almost as well. So in this Apres, Tom actually comes out and serves you your dishes.
Yeah.
Which I think is really good. It made you feel like it was like really, it was just like a really good dining experience for me, and it was sort of just like, do you know what? They don't have to do that, do they?
No. Yeah,
and I thought it was really good. Like, you know, they come and they have a chat to you, and it makes
you feel appreciated.
Yeah, it was just such a good experience for me.
Yeah, I had. I just remembered then when you was about that. So I went to the White Bottom Farm kind of.
You went to the event, didn't you?
Yeah, so it was like It was James Peck who messaged us both, but you couldn't get there. You were stuck in work. And I went because obviously it's not too far from where I live. And I went, and it was really, really good. Down at the bottom of the farm, it's actually going to be the green room area where all the acts and chefs that are going to be at the Fields to Fort Festival in May, that's where they're going to be able to hang out before and after when they're on stage.
Cool.
And it's like Alex is one of the organisers. It's the guy who was on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. It's like his little sort of man cave area.
Cool,
it's phenomenal, mate. I was like, when you see something, I mean, I looked at your shack and I was jealous of your shack. Well, I'm not lying, and I don't mean this in any way. Like, I'm not throwing shade at your shack, but mate, this is a joke. It's such a.
It had a balcony.
It's got a balcony, got pool tables, it's got fruit machines in there. It's basically a pub, but it's class. And then outside, it's all block customs gear. So it's like a block offset smoker, a block fire cage on a trailer, and then just like all sorts of like mad stuff, and it was just class. And he had James was there, obviously Alex was there. Alex is a chef by trade as well. He's a very good chef. If you go look on his Instagram, and I think he does like guest spots at restaurants and stuff. Cool. And there was a few other chefs there from local restaurants. And weirdly, one of the guys that his name. You don't like my names, I can't remember. But I have tagged him on thing. He's got a restaurant in Marple.
Tagging it again this.
Yeah.
This week's that guy.
And the weird thing is, he's actually, you know, like I always like mention Linden Stores and Chris, the chef at Linden Stores. So they know each other, and they're doing like a thing where he's going to their to Linden Stores for like a night or a weekend, and then Chris is going to theirs, and like they're going to try and bring the customers to each other's thing, like as a bit of a change, which I think is a really good idea. But yeah, I was chatting to him, and there's loads of chefs, and it was basically, he had a fridge full of like meat, like top class meat, like Côte de Boeufs and all that kind of stuff, and like 4 ribs, anything you could think of. They had and it was just like the chefs, everyone's just coming and getting stuck in.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, just do what you want. Yeah, just throw this on, and like they were just cooking all this mad stuff. They had like a saddle of lamb there. I had loads of beef. James brought he had the new Gosney, you know, the portable one. And they were doing like flatbreads and pizzas and all that kind of stuff. It was really, really. I was like, I had to get off because I didn't even tell my missus where I was going. I was like, I'm working late tonight, love. No. Just snuck. Sorry, I couldn't stay. Well, everyone was well on the way. You know, when I was there, I was like looking around thinking, if I have one more pint, I'm probably not going to go. So I better go. But yeah, it was really, really good. So yeah, shout out to James and Alex for having me over. It was a lot of fun. And I got to chat to a lot of the people who are going to be at Fields to Fork and another festival that he does, which is like a country music festival. So that was really, really cool, yeah.
Use of AI?
Yeah, we're going to move on to that because I think it's something. I mean, we're not going to drag on.
We were looking. That burger picture that I did the other day. You know, we did them side by side, and I mean,
Yeah,
it just totally alters the image.
yeah, it's not the same image.
It's not the same image. It totally alters it. I mean, it looks absolutely amazing.
It makes it look phenomenal, but everything's different. Like the layout of the.
I mean, I don't even.
It's all the same.
But that's outrageously looks unbelievable.
It's all the same elements, like the number of patties, the different colours of cheese, the pickles, but it's not your picture. It's not like took your picture and mess around with the colouring.
No,
It's reimagined your picture.
Yeah,
That's what it does. And don't get me wrong, it looks class.
it looks amazing.
But it isn't. But I think that looks more realistic than some of the stuff that I've seen. So some of the stuff that I've seen,
Yeah, I've seen it.
and Facebook's worse for it than Instagram. You know, like when you get like blog sites posting, oh, do cook this, and I'm thinking, you don't know if that recipe works. You have not cooked that.
What do you think? Right there.
Yeah, that's massively AI. I mean, the lettuce looks like a cartoon, doesn't it? It looks like cartoon. It looks like Tom and Jerry. That is.
I was laughing my head off because I read some of the comments and they basically people were saying like people were asking how it was done and they said something like they did it with this special camera.
Yeah, but that's
What have you got?
so certain things AI. Yeah, it's the smoke. So certain things AI struggles with. Yeah.
What do you think?
But why post? Well, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
No,
I really don't get it.
I don't.
Now, don't get me wrong. When I take a picture, I'll mess around with, I'll mess around like with the colour and stuff. You know, like sometimes you'll take a picture and it'd be like washed out, like look dead white or dead yellow.
That'll be the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI can't do certain things well. Yeah.
Same one.
Yeah, it is.
Same picture.
Well, the lettuce is not the same scale. It's a different scale. The lettuce looks too small. Right, okay, yeah.
Brings out a lot of detail, that lens.
It doesn't. It creates a lot of detail. But yeah,
AI.
it's
I've been seeing them more and more, like, and I've just been noticing it because I've been noticing them going, oh my God, that looks absolutely amazing.
yeah.
And then I'm looking at it going, like, there's just no way.
There's certain things like the shine, when things are too shiny.
Yeah, like mine on that burger just looks too good.
Yeah. There's certain things where it's not right. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against. I know there's like people out there who go, oh, you shouldn't edit your pictures, but I edit my pictures. If I take a picture of something and I'm outside in the garden and it's like under a security light and it comes out looking yellow, I'm going to play around with it to try and get the best out of it. But it's still a photograph. It's still a photograph of my food. I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, man, don't post AI pictures. It's not cool, man. It's not cool.
Well, I'm gonna start sending you. If I see someone, I'm gonna start sending you. I'll be alright a little bit, shall we?
It's yeah, because it's a slippery slope, I think, because it's like if you start doing that, whenever you actually take a picture of your food, it's never going to match up.
Yeah.
It's going to make your actual food.
Sometimes you've got like amazing photos and sometimes they're rubbish.
Yeah, and it's just going to look weird.
I might post a burger picture, my burger picture, and see if anyone says that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's great. We did it last time, didn't we? We did the toy versions of us and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a laugh.
It's just a laugh,
yeah. And I love it.
You never posted yours?
Because it likes them that big. For some reason.
Well, actually asked me to ask you that question.
For some reason, it looked at my face and thought, this is a chubby guy.
Little legs.
I only gave it a picture of my face and I had this little like, hobbit-looking guy.
I've done about 3 different ones. I kept saying, make it look more realistic, and it just kept making me look dead old.
Well, the thing is, I did that. So as soon as I said, actually,
I'm
I'm not that wide. Can you please sort that out? And then it just made me look like I'd not eaten for 3 weeks, and I was about 8 foot tall. So I was just like, oh, yeah, I'll post it. I'll post it. There was no reason. I just didn't post it.
Did yours have a red barbecue next to it then, though? Or did we say it? Did we laugh and put it as a monolith then, though?
I can't remember.
I think we did. Yours,
don't know.
no, it did. Yours did have a monolith because we said we were joking around saying
right.
put a monolith next to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
Mine's still on occasion.
So it's, I mean, that's a good segue. It's probably worth mentioning now.
We are now working with monolith.
Yeah, if you follow myself or Deck on our private accounts as well as this account, and there will be stuff coming onto this account as well, because we are starting a working relationship with Monolith. We're not sponsored, we're not being paid by Monolith, but they have sent us some bits and bobs. And it's phenomenal. It is phenomenal.
I've used it with. I've done one grill and one long cook, and the long cook was about 8 or 9 hours, and I didn't have to adjust the vents once. I set it at the start, and I purposely didn't put because obviously we've got the fan.
Yeah.
So I could have put the fan on if I wanted to, but I wanted to sort of see. Again, I'd done the grilling, that was fine. I was happy with the way it grilled, and the temperature rising, and all. I was happy with that. No issues. But I wanted to try it with a low and slow. So 8 or 9 hours, and I didn't have to. I just adjusted it at the start, set the temperature. I did overshoot it slightly. I'll be honest. I was aiming for 110, and I think I ended up being about 140. But to be honest, once I closed the vents down, it probably hadn't really heat synced properly. So as I put the vents into position, it dropped right down anyway. And then I didn't have to adjust all day. So I purposely didn't use the fan, and just thought, let's see how it goes. I think as well, right, when they're more newer and they haven't got soot and grease and stuff inside, I think they're easier to control.
I don't know. So I've not actually cooked on mine yet because of reasons that we said, and I'm chomping at a bit to get cooking it. But I did do a burn off.
It said in mine thing that you don't need to.
I know, but I'm just weird, and it was just a good excuse to play with it.
Yeah, well, I just thought I built it and I was like, I'm cooking on it.
Yeah, I did a burn off.
Probably
I set it
to
to
burn off the actual. They said the girls.
Yeah,
obviously I'm coating on.
That's why your biscuit tastes so good.
No, I'm cooking for that song. Oh, nice flow, chemical flavour.
But I set it to. I thought I'm just going to get it at 180 and just let it just burn the whole basket of charcoal out, and that's what I did. And you say, it's first time using it, so I was tinkering around with the vents, could see it shooting up, got to about 160, started to sort of fine tune it, using the top, nailed onto 180, and it was rock solid. 180 did not budge until the charcoal was burning out hours later.
Well, the one thing that I've noticed, the one thing that I quite like is the drip trays.
Yeah.
Now, I foiled my drip trays.
They're great, aren't they? Well, they're cooking trays as well,
Really?
Yeah, because I've been watching those Monolith stuff, but a lot of it is in German.
Yeah.
But there was a guy doing veggies in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought they were like water trays, like you did.
Well, so I don't think they are water trays. They are just for the official title is drip trays. So it literally is to stop any of the fat going onto the coals and then flare ups, or more just sometimes when you do rotisserie chicken and stuff like that, sometimes you can get the taste of the sort of oil flare up taste. Yeah. So I foiled mine, and then I thought, well, why not just use them as water pans?
Yeah.
Because that's double indirect. You're doing.
Yeah.
So again, I filled them up with the water pans. Again, that they lasted 8 hours.
Yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah.
That's perfect for me.
Yeah.
Because by the time I'm wrapping, I don't actually need that additional moisture in the barbecue. I just need it before it's not wrapped.
Yeah.
And again, that helped. I think that helps 100% helps with temperature swings. So because you've got to sort of change the temperature of that full body of water rather than just go up and down. I think it helps. Really.
Having that in there, and it all fits and it all locks together. I really like how the grates sit on top of the ring.
Yeah.
And don't move. I like that. Now, what I will say is I don't want us to come across as if we are, this is the best thing ever, because I love my KJ and I know you loved your KJ.
Oh, do.
solid bit of kit.
You know, Saturday, was it Saturday night? Saturday night, I had a christening on Sunday, my brother's christening, brother's kid's christening, and I had to cook a load of pork collars.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I was too much of a fanny. I wasn't. I didn't do it on the monolith. I was too much of a peep. I didn't want to do it on the monolith because I was a little bit scared because I've not scared, but I didn't want to ruin it.
Yeah. You ought to do what you were used to.
So I just banged it on the KJ. Yeah. And again, it was perfect.
Yeah. You know, we're not saying blah blah blah, but what we are saying is, we had two guys who were stalwart Commando Joe users. We now are monolith users, and up to this point, super impressed. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah. And do you know what I want? I want that fire pot thing.
Yeah, it looks class.
And I went and had a look at it. That's what I want.
It looks class.
It looks class. Looks so good. I like the fact, right, that you can use the lid to sear and then drop it into the pot.
Yeah.
For me, I was like, wow, that's so good.
It's basically a pot that perfectly fits the grid system. And it's a Dutch oven basically, but with a lid on top that you can cook on. It's really good. Everything is really well thought out. Really like it. I think probably I'm going to do some like standard cooks on it, and I want to play around. I want to do some rotisserie stuff. I want to do a rotisserie lamb saddle. I want to do typical porchetta.
Oh, I don't like porchetta.
Yeah, I don't mind it. But yeah,
it's too herby for me.
Well, you don't put so much.
I know. Yeah. I know that I can just turn it down, but every time
you could do it as a Greek style.
It's just been a little bit too much.
Yeah, but we wanted to address it on the podcast because, like I said, we didn't want to just say, "Oh, these guys are just." We want to address it. There's no hidden agenda, but we are definitely going to be doing a lot of cooks with our monoliths going forward, and Monolith is kind of a unofficial sponsor now of the podcast because they are supporting what we want to do.
Yeah.
They got in touch. They really like what we're doing, and it was a really nice.
It was a good offer,
friendly conversation that we had here, and it just seemed silly for us to not go with it. And I mean, we've both been aware of the Monolith products for a while because Noel Firefly stocks it. He's a stockist, so I've always seen them and I've always looked at it, and it's kind of that kind of that thing you have in your head of like, oh, German engineering. Yes, it is the same. They've got this the same, and it's German engineering. It's a little bit fancy.
If I didn't have like I've always said, if I didn't have a KJ, that would be the other. Or even that Karma gear looks good.
Yeah. I really like both. And yeah, I'm excited just to get cooking on it. And I think if it goes as I think it's going to be, there's probably going to be one at the school as well.
Yeah, cool.
I think. Because why not? Why would you not? But yeah, so that's us addressing the monolith concept we've been putting out.
The main topic.
So our main topic is going to be British Barbecue Week. UK Barbecue Week. Which have you got the?
I've got it up.
Yeah.
I've got it up.
So it starts on
3rd of May
and it runs to
11th. So full week. You don't have to do every single night. You can do one night. Yeah, you don't have to do nights. You can do every night.
You don't have to do any of it.
You don't have to do any of it.
It's basically probably for people who have never heard of it. It's probably worth a quick overview. So UK Barbecue Week it's been set up, and what it does is each day for a week, it'll give you a theme for that day. So it could be tacos, it could be kebabs, it could be steak, and everyone posts on Instagram or on the socials and we'll tag UK Barbecue Week and it gets shared on their page, and it's just a little bit of fun for everyone to get involved, and I think it's a really good excuse to cook something that you might not normally cook.
Definitely. I love stuff like that anyway, because I will cook something that I'm not normally wouldn't normally cook 100%. So again, just make sure you tag them in all your cooks. Again, hashtag UK Barbecue Week.
We'll put all the hashtags and links that you need to use in the show notes. So if you're listening on Spotify, it will be in the show notes on there. If you're watching on YouTube, it will be in the description there.
Okay. Saturday then. Saturday the 3rd.
Yep.
We've got Saucy Saturday.
Saucy Saturday.
What are you thinking then? Are we gonna? I would, for Saucy Saturday, right? I think I would make something like a chicken with a peri-peri sauce, and I'd purposely make peri-peri sauce on the barbecue.
Yeah.
And what about when you did the steak with the pan sauce?
Steak and the pan sauce was good, but the first thing that sprung to my mind was that chicken that I did, the chicken portion, half chicken, that No, it was, what was it? It was chicken quarters, wasn't it? And I did that garlic, that green sauce, do you remember?
Yeah.
That was really good. And when I did it and everyone was eating and loved it, I said, I'll do this again.
Yeah. So something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe I'd do something like that. I quite like doing like stroganoff or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Or it could be something even simpler, where you could make your own homemade barbecue sauce, ketchup,
I like it.
anything to do with sauce.
Okay, Sunday then. Sunday the 4th
Yeah.
is Sunday lunch and a dessert. I mean, I might actually even try and do Yorkshires on the barbecue.
Really?
I might do.
Yeah.
John Finch challenge.
Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. For the dessert, anyway. I'm going to eat smoked tart from Stowe.
See, I would do a burnt bash cheesecake.
Similar thing, isn't it?
Same.
This is like it's like a custard tart, but just smoked.
Yeah, well, it's very similar. But I would do a burnt bash cheesecake. And I mean, I've been doing a full roast on the barbecue. I've done it loads of times.
Yeah.
So for me, the hardest choice would be what choice of meat.
Yeah.
Because again, roast, you can have anything, can't you?
When is it? May?
Yeah, 4. So we got loads of time. You've got loads of time to plan all this, mate.
You know, this is the weekend of Field to Fork. So I'm not going to lie. Saturday and Sunday, I probably won't see that.
Well, that's what I mean.
Stevie.
You don't have to. Well, you don't have to say about every single night.
I'll be there in spirit. That's what I would do.
So Monday is Monday Money Saver.
Monday Money Saver. That's got to be an Aldi dash.
For me, that's just hot links. Hot links with flatbreads.
For me, it screams chicken wings.
Oh yes, yes.
It's because chicken wings are just so cheap.
Yeah, that's a good one. That wings. Yeah, wings probably.
Yeah.
Okay, Taco Tuesday. Oh, again, I've got some good stuff in the freezer to pull out for. I've still got loads of this brisket.
Yeah.
To pull out for Taco Tuesday.
I think.
Go on.
I think I'll do. I think I'd do something similar to what
brisket tacos.
I know you're gonna do.
Brisket tacos with like pickles and pickled onions and stuff.
Yeah. I think it'll be something similar to what you've done recently that I won't mention because we'll talk about it in the next one. But
could be something like
that. Yeah, I think.
Birria.
Maybe. I've done that cut of meat with birria before though, so I might do something different.
We can do chicken tacos though. Chicken tacos is always good.
Yeah, I seen some chicken birria recipes the other week on Instagram.
Chicken tinga, where you do shredded.
Yeah.
Could do something like that.
Yeah. Tacos is just...
Yeah, fusion. I did fusion tacos the other week.
I did fusion, the Indian ones.
Yeah, you did them as well.
I might do like a Chinese taco.
Yeah, but I would love to do it with...
Crispy chili beef tacos. Oh my God, mate.
So I want to do pork belly burnt ends Korean style.
Yeah, I like that.
But in a bail bun. Is that a taco?
No. That's a bail bun.
Oh, it's like...
You just make him say bail bun, it's bail bun. You're saying a president.
So the next one, Wednesday, is wings.
Oh, I can't do
wings.
I can't do wings on barbecue day.
Wednesday.
Wings Wednesdays, that's an easy one, but I'd do something different with them. What could I do with
Dr. Pepper wings, mate.
That'd be a good shot.
With pickled celery and a blue cheese sauce. Boom. It was in a UK barbecue mag.
Was it?
A few years, well, maybe about a year or so ago. It was a really good recipe.
I do like Dr. Pepper because it's good route to the barbecue sauce. That's from Meat Church as well, about Dr.
Pepper, mate, with that with the pickled celery is bang on, honestly.
Yeah. I'd have to do something different.
I'd have to do buffalo because I love buffalo wings.
I might do salt and pepper.
Thick buffalo wings.
Salt and pepper wings.
So next Thursday then is VE Day. 80th celebration. What would you do for VE Day? Because like ideally you want something old school.
Yeah, something
proper old school.
See, that it's when I think of that and you think, oh, what's a traditional thing? I think of like a roast. Pie's a good shout.
I just think of a pie.
Like a VE Day pie. Steak and ale pie.
That's what I mean.
Steak and ale pie.
Pie, mate. That's all I think about.
With an Airfix plane stuck to the top of it.
What else though? Because what do people eat? What about something like...
Well, they were on rations, weren't they?
Spam. Something with spam.
They're on rations.
Spam.
What did you get in your
Spam, egg and chips.
It'd be interesting to get because you used to get a thing, didn't you? Like a ration book.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't mind like someone tagging some pictures of stuff that's in that.
Bacon ribs.
Bacon ribs.
Bacon ribs.
Yeah, not made that.
Bacon ribs.
I made them for a while. Last time I made them was episode 2.
Ages, but
Was that episode 2 when I made?
probably, yeah. It's probably the last time you brought.
I'll bring them in there.
New getting barbecue, mate, yeah. That's what it takes.
A national week.
Flipping Friday.
Flipping Friday.
That's got to be fish on it. It's Friday, isn't it? Fish Friday.
I was thinking pancakes.
Yeah, I was thinking flipping, as in flipping.
Yeah, fish. I do fish. Because I've been meaning to.
Yeah,
to go
made me do. So
I'll be honest.
I'll do. What will I do? What's it called now? Sea bass.
Sea bass. I'm gonna get.
I'll get bass. I'll
or
a full salmon.
Yeah,
on a plank.
Salmon will be good. I'm gonna do monkfish because I've been meaning to do it since I had it at Stowe.
Yeah,
basically just ripping them off.
I seen a really good recipe where I can't remember what book it was in. It was in a book that I've got recently.
Sea bass.
It might have even been Marx's book. Like
Genevieve did a sea bass
with the lemon
I
inside.
think so.
Oh, it was in a book that I've got recently. Anyway, it was in one of them new books that I've got, and it had like a whole sea bass. Or 2 fillets either side, and then just put like a lemon in between, and then just cook it like that.
Yeah,
that's what I quite like the look of that. Saturday is ready steady cook. So I assume that's freestyle. You could do anything, ready steady cook, or are we saying quick?
Oh yeah, is it like an hour? Is it like what was ready steady cook? Was it like you got to cook in like 20 minutes or something?
Yeah,
start to finish. I mean that's smash burgers all day long, that.
Probably, yeah.
And there's no other burgers on there.
Yeah.
Okay. End it on a bacon boy.
Got one more day yet, mate.
Oh, have I?
One more day, don't. Yeah. So the Sunday, last day, world cuisine. I mean, that's
a week and a day then.
Yeah, it's a week and a day, mate. So the UK barbecue week and a
day. What is it? World cuisine.
World cuisine.
That's a good one. I know what I'm gonna do.
That's perfect for me. Anyway.
I know. I
mean, I will come up with something, but I know I'll just do it.
I know what I'm gonna do.
I'll just do a curry.
I'm gonna do pork belly. Korean style, but not. I'm going to do traditional Korean style, not like with a Korean flavored rub on, like traditional, like soy sauce marinade.
Nice.
And I'm going to smoke it to about 97, 98, so it's just about to just be pullable, just about. Then let it chill, then slice it, and then grill the slices hot, and then I'll put something like spring onion, chilies. No,
put it in a bail.
No, because that'll just be stealing you. I just when I had it that
you can have it with like
the open
fried rice or something.
Nah, just that, man.
What, you got to have something with it like a
nah, mate, honestly, it's not going to need it. It's going to just stand on its own. Okay. Might even do pickled ginger, pickled ginger, spring onion, chili, and
it needs a carb, mate.
And I'll do
in Northern. It needs a carb.
What could I do with it?
You need a carb with it, mate.
I don't think I do.
Rice. Potatoes.
I'll do you some rice, man.
You got to do here now. That hard.
Do you some rice. I haven't got a wok for my barbecue. Am I allowed to do a wok?
Yeah, do, mate. I'm gonna do a wok holder.
Do they?
It looks pretty nice. Looks like a little crown that you sit in, and it stops any of the heat coming from the outside. Comes up the middle.
Do you know what I do want? I want one of them, the gas things, wok burners. The outdoor gas wok burners.
Yeah, but
that's super hot.
You can get like the next level of heat, which is good for caramelising.
Yeah.
Especially with curries.
I do want one of those.
Yeah. So that's it really. World cuisine's last day. I would probably do a curry, or I went to Budapest a few years ago, or it might have been last year or the year before. I went to Budapest, and goulash is absolutely so good. So
yeah, if it's done right. Maybe I've had some terrible goulashes.
Maybe I could do a goulash on the barbecue.
Yeah, I've had some shit.
I've done a goulash on the barbecue before. But I mean, I could maybe do it again.
Yeah,
I'd like to see something I've never done now.
That's what I'm like. I mean, that last one, it could be a curry for me because I've not really done many curries.
I do always do stuff like that. Again, I've done stroganoff, I've done goulash, I've done things that I've done loads of different stuff on the barbecue. So I need something for me like. I mean, I need something that's going to be like a bit of a challenge, maybe.
Yeah.
I haven't done much Spanish food on the barbecue.
Yeah.
I'd quite like to.
Fish orientated, isn't it? Spanish food.
That's the thing. It's quite tapasy, but I'd like to do patatas bravas on the barbecue, maybe.
I love patatas bravas.
Maybe.
Then what do you? My favourite is patatas bravas.
What do you have with it?
With garlic chicken thighs.
Really?
So good.
Is that Spanish?
I don't know what it says. Good, man. tastes really good.
Well, that's it. That's UK Barbecue Week. So let us know what you're planning.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
drop us a line. Let us know what you're planning.
Yeah, and just through talking, we might do something. We might do something because the next episode is actually the last episode of season 1. That'll be episode.
Will this
16.
fall in? Will this fall in then?
Well, what I was thinking is in the in between.
But that'll fall in.
We won't do a week.
No, but that'll fall in on UK Barbecue Week when we next record.
Yeah, but I'm thinking just that in between us, season 1 and season 2, we'll do one day where we let us know if you'd want us to do it, and we'll think of a parameter.
Yeah.
And if enough people, how many people should we say? If 10 people want to get involved, we'll do it as a bit of a laugh, where we say, right, okay, we'll let you know the day before. It could be something like we pick the ingredients, or we pick the protein, or we pick the theme, and then you guys have to cook it and tag us in it.
Yeah, so
That'll be cool. I think that'll be a good laugh.
I still think we should do Will It Taco.
We are going to do Will It Taco. That's going to happen season 2, mate. If someone does Will It Taco before season 2 From the Shack happens, there's going to be absolute scenes. There's going to be violence. There will be violence. But no, we'll do something like that. So, but yeah, let us know about that. That'd be pretty cool. I think doing something like that in between, because we're even though we're not going to be recording episodes, we're probably going to be doing a lot of work behind the scenes, which we need to do.
Yeah, maybe our last episode. If anyone has got any thoughts for our last season episode, I mean, maybe on that Wednesday the 7th, maybe during UK Barbecue Week, we could film something as From the Shack UK Barbecue Week, because it comes out on the Sunday on that last day, World Cuisine.
Yeah. What date is it? Is it May the 11th? Let me check my calendar. Are you here?
Well,
May the
11th
11th?
is on. We would normally record on, say, Wednesday.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
You want to do a live?
could do a live.
We could do a live.
Are you around?
My diary is nothing. There's nothing in my diary.
Let me have a look at mine now. I have to look at my family diary. I'm doing a lesson on the 10th, but the 11th is free.
It's free.
Yes.
So potentially we might do. Just let us know what you think. Anyway, if that's something that you'd like to see.
Because what we could do is, and is that the last day of UK Barbecue Week?
Well,
And is that the freestyle one?
that's the World Cook one.
The World Cup one? That'd be a laugh because you could cook something live.
Cook something live.
For like World Cup, yeah, that'd be a laugh. Right, we might do that. We'll see. If we get enough support of you posting in your stories or messaging us saying yes, do that, guys.
Yeah.
And tag us. Hashtag. What's the hashtag?
From the Shack.
From the Shack Live. Hashtag From the Shack Live.
Yeah. Hashtag From the Shack Live. Hashtag.
How do we?
Keep the flame.
So if we say keep the flames burning, if we say use that hashtag, how do we make sure we get notified? I was going to say notified.
Just after, I think you just after you would have to search that hashtag.
We'd have to search that to see.
I think so. Yeah.
Right. If anyone knows about technology and social media, then do let us know.
Have we got any shout outs then this week?
I don't think we have. Just Monolith, really. I wanted to shout, which we've already done. And
Anyone else on
Alex and James for inviting us to the kind of behind the scenes industry event they had down at the farm, which was really cool. Loads of people have been tagging us, and we've been sharing on the stories. Every time you tag us, we will share, and we'll keep doing that. That's not a problem.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are sort of tagging us.
Yeah, it's really good.
You know, Cave Dad Food. John Wilson always tags us and gives us a shout.
Yeah.
Tom Armstead.
Yeah.
Bald Barbecue UK.
My boy Liam.
Liam, yeah.
Loves it. It's probably worth mentioning as well, a lot of the people who we speak to on a reg down with the kids, we're in like a group we're all heading to Fume on Saturday in Manchester.
Yeah, little
it's getting a little bit exciting now, aren't they?
Yeah.
So if you are going to Fume in Manchester on the Saturday,
just give us a shout.
It's the PM.
Shout. We can probably add you to the group.
Yeah, it's the PM one, isn't it?
We're going to PM. Are we going to PM? No, we're going AM.
No, I think I'm going PM.
Are we?
I think so.
We're all agreed what day, what time. I don't even know because I don't even think I've got the tickets.
I'm sure I'm going PM because I think we said we could go for a drink after.
Yeah, so we were going in the morning bit.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought we were going in the morning bit and then getting a drink after.
I don't know.
That's exactly what we said though.
What's the ticket song? Is it Skiddle?
I have no idea, mate. I don't even know who's got me. I think the missus bought the ticket.
This is great content. We do this every episode. We have a thing while we're just looking at.
Can't remember everything, can you?
Where is it? Where's my tickets? Tickets, Fume Festival. Click that. 12. Yeah, I'm in the afternoon session.
Yeah, that's it.
Saturday early, 12 p.m. till 5 p.m.
That's the one we've.
Yeah.
So
Why does it say 12 to 11 there then?
Yeah, I don't know. But we got the early one so we could have a drink afterwards.
Right. Okay.
And then we don't have at least no one will run out of food.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
So we're there the early session.
Yeah, they're the early
from midday on.
Anyone's going or anything, just give us a shout. And maybe even add you into this group.
And if you do see us there, give us a nudge and say hello. It'd be great. Yeah, big.
Tell us that you're keeping the flames burning.
The flames lit. Is it the flames lit and the fire's burning?
I forgot now. I lost it.
But yeah,
I'm going to sign off with the flames burning.
I don't know. Have we covered everything?
I think so.
You got the British Open freestyle competition, which is at Malden.
Yes.
Smoke and Fire, which is going to be pretty cool. Keep an eye out for that. The Great British Open Fire Championships is still live.
Yeah.
Be interested to see if anyone is going to be getting involved in that as well. We, depending how much fun we have at Fume, are we still going to try and get over?
Yeah, just.
I mean, I'm game. If you're game,
I don't know how much ale we're drinking, but yeah, if we can do, yeah.
Yeah, because
it's two though. Remember, it's not just that one. There's two different ones, right?
No, but the one that Paul mentioned to us that's that weekend.
Is it?
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think it's going to be like a heavy night. Well, what? I don't think it will be.
You know?
I don't think so.
Oh God.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Play it by ear.
Okay.
Let's not make any promises. Can't.
Just with the 4-hour drive, 5-hour drive from Manchester.
Yeah, we'd have to stay over, won't we? I mean, that'd be done. We could split that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'd be cool to go, but then I'm only going to do it if.
Well, let's just see.
We'll see what.
That's all.
All right. We're just absolutely talking nonsense at the end of the episode again.
Yeah, you cut it out, can't you? I suppose.
Yeah. I'll leave. So yeah,
enough.
Keep the flames lit
and the fire's burning,
and we'll see you for the final episode of season 1 in a couple of weeks. Take it easy. From the Shack podcast is sponsored by Thermapen. Designed for chefs and loved by home cooks worldwide, Thermapen ensures perfectly cooked food every single time. With its unrivaled speed and accuracy, sleek waterproof design, and a 5-year guarantee, Thermapen is certified to perfect every roast, bake, barbecue and steak. Myself and Dec highly recommend Thermapen as it's the only food thermometer that we use at home as well as when we're cooking at our pop-ups. So cook to temp and not time and enjoy the episode.